package to start the drive. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Leonard Fournette on the carry.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. And this
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day. And it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Fournette, a first down carry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 15-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Logan. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Here's Dolgala. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bucks take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing is Dolgala. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 10, Falcons nothing.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Shaquille Barrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
4-yard line.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to Hightower. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. This will be taken in by Hightower. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Vita Vea, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. John Hightower. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10. At at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Now Dogala. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's set it tall, fellas. Let's set it tall. 19, 22's coming. 22's coming.
On second down, here's Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
In your face. 22, 22. 22's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Oh, you got deep? That's 22,
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And a Buccaneer first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's brought down.
Leonard
10 more there and another first down.
A.J. Terrell on the tackle. First and goal, Tampa Bay.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Falcons 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Touchdown. Leonard Fournette. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Bucks D leads to a touchdown. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24. Falcons.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play, and it's third down. And Jackson throwing once more. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A first down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bucks. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here's Dolgala. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucks take over 1st and 10.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
The 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Throwing is Dolgala. Got a man open. It's Ross. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
To John Ross. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go, D. Let's go. Out street. Like 22's coming. 22's coming. Let's go, D.
Fournette on the counter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Samuel, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 17
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.